How's it? Welcome back to the channel. So since I just posted that video about me responding to a comment I got on one of my other videos, I recently had another comment come in that, because I've been posting a lot of stuff about supplement reviews lately, the comment was basically getting at, do I rely on the supplements for my dreaming practice? And then if not, why even bother using them? And they even were asking or kind of like insinuating like maybe I'm getting paid by these companies to make the post, which is, man, definitely not the case. But that is a very good question, so I thought I'd answer it on here. So no, I definitely do not rely on these supplements for my dreaming practice. And really, all the effects I've ever gotten from these, pretty much across the board, are like barely noticeable to negligible to non-existent to me, thinking they're probably just scammers out there trying to take people's money. And this is kind of like a problem for me, honestly, but I'm very untrusting of people and companies. When there's money to be made, like things can really easily come off looking scammy to me, looking like money grabs, especially when they're in this realm, that I'm so comfortable and familiar with. And I feel like I have such a decent grasp, good grasp, I don't know how you want to think about it, at least for me personally, on the practice doing it without any supplements, that I feel that when I take these supplements, I can really tell if it's, going to actually make a big difference or not. And like I said, up to this point, there's been basically nothing, where even like my two favorite ones being like time release B6 and galantamine, where time release B6, I've had a lot of great results with it over the years, but even the hit rate ain't that high. But even then, the effects of it are pretty subtle. And if I'm not doing everything else correctly, getting better sleep, focusing on my practice, journaling or whatever, it's not going to be enough to push me over that hump unless I'm doing everything else well. And then galantamine is kind of the one exception to that. But then like the half-life on it, or the amount of time that it's actually going to be in your body and working, is so short that you have to fall asleep really quick. You want to hit REM really fast. And then for me, like I've said in a bunch of the last videos, if you've been watching me for a while, you totally know what I'm going to say, but I'll just say it one more time. It's like, you want to do it with way back to bed, but for me, galantamine fires up my brain so much that I have a hard time going to sleep. It only lasts for roughly like an hour and a half or so. So then, by the time I do sleep, it's kind of done out of my system and not really working anymore. But like, I'm sure at some point they will come up with something, whether it's a pill or some kind of device that just wildly increase the chances of you getting lucid, or maybe even just getting lucid like on command, which at some point in the future that's going to have to be coming, right? But as far as I know, that ain't anywhere yet. But one quick one, I don't know why they don't make this, or maybe they do, but I just never come across it myself. But like time release galantamine to me seems like a no-brainer right there. If you know how to make it, or that can't be made, get on that shit, because I'm sure that would work good. But yeah, so I don't trust companies. And even like when I was first starting my channel, like maybe like a year or so into it, I had this one company reach out to me, like a lucid dreaming supplement company, take this pill, have lucid dreams, blah, blah, blah. And so they reached out to me, wanted to know if I wanted to push their product on my channel, which was kind of cool, because that was the first time I ever got approached like that. But I was like, okay, well, first of all, it looked kind of scammy to me, straight up. So I was like, maybe, well, why don't you give me a free bottle of it and let me test it out for, a decent chunk of time and see how it works. And then, I'd like to talk to whoever's in charge of this company, figure out what kind of research and stuff went into it. And then, yeah, sure, maybe if I really like the product and it works great, I would have no problem pushing that type of stuff on my channel. But just know that if I ever did, unless it's some kind of patented something where like no one else knows how to make it or something like that, I would always tell you, these are the ingredients. You could potentially get it cheaper here or there. Or if I like this company for whatever reason, I would definitely disclose that. But anyway, so I send them back, my stuff, saying, give me the free, big sampling of it. I got to try it for at least a month to see how it works. And, I like to talk to somebody. And then they never respond back to that, right? Which wasn't that surprising to me. And I think, as I said, I'm not sure if I said this, but I'm definitely not like affiliated with any of these products that I've been putting out reviews on lately. And really, if you watch the whole videos of them, they're almost always negative, right? I've never really come across one that was really like a home run hit. And even recently, for like the Kin Euphorics one. So I posted up the first video, was kind of vague on my take on it in the initial video. And, Kin Euphorics, they were awesome. They went ahead, they shared my post, and I thought that was really cool. But I was also thinking in the back of my head, shit, when they see my next post coming up, they're not going to want to share that one because it was kind of skewing towards the negative side. And sure enough, my post after that didn't share, which is, no problem with that, man. That's all good. I didn't really expect them to anyway. But so why do I even bother doing it? So really, I just do it for fun. I feel like it makes good content, and I'm always on the lookout for something that could potentially be working. And if I ever find that, that's great. But I want to just share my findings with the people who follow my stuff and watch my channel to give my true, honest feedback on it. And if it feel like it works a little bit, I'll let them know. If I feel like it doesn't work, I'll let them know that as well. But I also do put in basically a thing. I'm pretty sure in like every review I've ever done in any product that the fundamentals are way more important. Like I said, right? Getting better sleep, having a meditation practice, doing your reality checks. Although really reality checks are something that like I pretty much never do anymore nowadays, where it was a staple of my practice for years, but I found I just don't really need it anymore. So I don't know if any other longtime lucid dreamers out there have found that that's just kind of not needed so much anymore. And all the regular stuff, dream journal, wake back to bed, all the regular techniques that I'm sure everybody sticking around this far into the video are already totally aware of, and all of that. And then to quote one of my other favorite channels out there, McDojo Life, where he's trying to keep the martial arts legit, and he's, exposing all these charlatans and stuff in the martial arts industry. I'm over here just trying to keep the lucid dreaming practice legit. Now, I'm not here calling out, people who I see as kind of charlatans or people out there scamming people trying to make money off them. Although I do see them, I'm just not as, I don't know, as aggressive and go-getter as McDojo Life is with, the fake martial arts. But then again, that's different. You're teaching somebody fake martial arts. They really think they can, like, block somebody or knock them over with their magical mind chi powers. They can get seriously hurt, where at least in this field here, you might give your money to some scam artist, but really, at least then you're just kind of losing money and not getting lickings and beat up because you thought you could, block somebody's punch with your mind powers. Anyway, so that's that. So yeah, keep the lucid dreaming practice legit.